Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Season 3, Episode 11 of Trollhunters Tales of Arcadia, titled Jimhunters. So we start off with Jim coming back from wherever the hell the potion sent him, and everybody's freaked out because he's a troll now. It's not supposed to happen. Meanwhile, in the swamp, Arg is getting his ass beat by the Krubera warrior trolls, but he's refusing to fight him because they're his brothers and they've been led astray. But he's damn sure willing to throw hands with Usurna's bitch ass. Unfortunately, he gets, his ass whooped and is about to get thrown into and then Usurna in the bog. And Usurna does the stupidest thing ever. She monologues. She's monologuing. About how it was not Gunmar that captured him. It was Usurna that gifted Arg to Gunmar as a champion, as she is a fucking ride or die apparently for Gunmar. The Krubera warriors don't like this, as they don't like this, so they end up throwing her ass into the bog after one saves Arg. Then Arg comforts his brothers about what they've basically done, saying that just because they were bad trolls then doesn't mean they can be good trolls now. While the swamp trolls end up stating that they're going to join forces and fight Gunmar. Meanwhile, Arg pulls up and he starts glowing in red eyes because he smells a different troll. Who's this bitch? Huh? I don't recognize that scent. And they end up realizing it's Jim. And everybody's still pissed at Merlin. Fair enough. So they need to figure out how to do this. How to kind of figure out the whereabouts of Jim's power. And here's the thing. This show would have benefited from 30-minute episodes or a couple episodes more. I feel like if they were going to do the stupid decision to make Jim a troll, they should have had him be the troll in season 3, earlier this season. So we could have some more a training arc. Hell, they didn't even need the troll part. They could have just had him have a training arc. Like a damn montage or something. They really didn't need to do the troll thing, but whatever. As in my opinion, so close to the finish line of this particular show, which is Jim's show, it just sets to add unnecessary angst. Anyway, the power-up is cool, and he ends up kind of fighting with Arg and realizing that he's stronger and, more durable and faster as he ends up outpacing Claire with her Shadow Staff. But it doesn't help that her Shadow Staff does not recognize Jim anymore as he is. I will say the funniest part was during the fight scene, during the chase between him and Claire, he ended up popping out of nowhere, kissed her cheek, and she was like, "Hey, no kisses, we're supposed to be fighting." So then Strickler says he's worried because it took him many years to get used to both the troll and human emotions, and he'd never had to do it at the same time. Jim ends up going to this stream and coming to terms with how he looks, and he sees these river trolls looking at him like, "Troll, troll." And I gotta wonder, are these people now gonna spread the words that the human troll hunter got his ass got, and there's a new troll hunter or some shit? Because if they've seen Jim and they've seen this new troll, I don't think they're gonna put the pieces right away. I mean, hell, Arg didn't even know Jim was Jim until he was looking at him. So they're just gonna think that the human troll hunter got his ass got, and everyone was like, "Yeah, that's a mistake. We're not gonna do that again. Here's a actual troll hunter." I don't think there's a scene like that, but there should be a scene where someone like Black Dweller is like, "Oh no, did the human troll hunter get killed? I never liked him. I never really liked him." Or something. So apparently Jim was too OP. So he got the nerf of he's also susceptible to sunlight like regular trolls, which is bullshit. Fucking bullshit. He ends up running, trying to come to terms with it. Then we have Morgana enacting the long night by sacrificing a bunch of gum-gums, which Angel is aghast at. He is flabbergasted, and he's kind of outraged that she just killed all these people for no reason. And I do love that they're setting up Angel-Rot's redemption, I think, because I think this is what it is, his redemption. If I'm remembering correctly, he does get somewhat of a redemption. So I'm glad they're just not going to throw it out there like all willy-nilly. They're setting it up. And I say redemption with air quotes because I'm pretty sure his redemption is dying against Morgana. And I hate the trope of a villain turning good and then immediately dying, because it kind of just cheapens the effect. I much prefer a villain becoming good and then having to work for their redemption, instead of just getting killed in a heroic way and being like, he redeemed himself. But whatever. So, the Morgana enacts the Eternal Night, and Merlin's out here licking concrete like a weirdo. Dear God. And Toby and Claire are like, what other secrets do you have? Tell us. And he's like, well, I could, but they wouldn't be secrets anymore. Ugh. Maybe they shouldn't be secrets. Are they important? I feel like we might need to know some of those secrets. Anyway, Jim comes home and makes dinner for him and his mom, but again, he got nerfed. He can't eat human food. He's out here munching on the blender. Poor fella. I really think at this point, this is the moment Jim knew he fucked up. He needed to ask some questions. I feel like he should have asked some questions. Hey, like, what's the downsides of this? Am I gonna get a craving for socks? So Jim ends up running off to school, and, he kind of gets into a kind of not fight with Jim, Claire, and them. Eventually, they comfort him, and they're like, you're still our Jim, just a little different. And then we got the ultimate scene between Blinky and Jim, where he says, I see a champion, a friend, a son. And they hugged, and I loved this. I love the relationship between Blinky and Jim. Awesome. I kind of feel like this scene I feel like this could have been the scene where this also could have been like maybe a solo scene between Jim and Claire and ended with them kissing, but whatever. We need to get everybody to have their moment. Everybody has their moment in that little scene. Only for Merlin's bitch ass to come in and say, yeah, the fight is on, bro. We need to come on, get the gear, get the people. The fight's going on. We gotta go. And that's how it ends. I feel like this episode was kind of unnecessary. I feel like this episode should have been entirely the rallying of the troops. Instead, it was mostly an angst-ridden Jim episode, which felt unnecessary, or it should have been a training episode. Instead, we got like a few minutes of training, both screen time and in real time. Jim's got this power-up, but what's the hell is the power-up use if he doesn't even know the strength? That's why I think this really should have became in the earlier in the season. Or the episode should have been longer, more episodes, but whatever. This show, part of the show is long. The show in series is long over. Can't really bitch too much more about it. I'm going to give this episode a 7 out of 10, though. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.